everyone, welcome back to the channel. So I'm going to do a little more chilled out colouring chat today in Little Secrets from My Fairy House by Klara Markova. So I did do a recent video finding all my Halloween pages that could be options for everyone to colour for Halloween, and one of the pages I found was this one. So I did make a start on this. I did tell you all to comment down on that video to make me start this page, because I have to really be pushed into doing a Klara page, just because it's not because I don't like the illustrations or anything. I really love the illustrations, but with Klara's books, I find them quite detailed. There's like, if you look at this page, there's lots of different elements to the page, so you have to take it section by section because there's lots of different little things to colour, whereas I very much prefer doing sort of, if you look at a portrait page where it's just maybe a beautiful woman with lots of skin and hair, and that's just like skin, clothes, hair, three elements to the page. This is lots going on, so these pages do intimidate me, and I do need a push. I need a shove to do them, but once I actually start one, I really enjoy it. So it's just the initial push I need to get me to start a page, and then I really love them once I've started them. I mean, they look awesome when they're finished as well. I have done some pages in here already, like that one and this one, which I absolutely love this page. That one not so much, but this one I love, and I think we're going for a similar vibe on this one. I think I'm going to like this one. So yeah, that's what I'd say to you. If these books intimidate you as well, you've just got to start one. You've just got to bite the bullet and just get in there. Once you started, you're all right. I can bring you down a little bit. I did start last night this sort of, is it like a chimney? And then it comes to this arch here. So what I thought, I'm going to continue the brown colours that I've used here on this bit where you can see the little pebbles or stonework in it around there, and then these actual bits here, don't know what you'd call it, I'm going to do greys, I think, in there with, because we've got the fire here, I'm going to do a bit of a yellow glow around the inside here, if I can. Not the best at it. I've seen some awesome glow effects on pages like this on Instagram. I'm not the best, but I do give it a go. So yeah, I'm just going to have a chat at the same time. So the pencils I have used for this colour here is just Polychromos, Nugget and Walnut. I think Walnut Brown, yeah. So I've got this little bookmark as well. I still have colour. You get these bookmarks with your Klara books. I've had quite a few people sort of, let me move camera, ask on videos where I've been colouring Klara's page, where can I get her books from? Now, as far as I'm aware, there is some books still being sold on Etsy. Some of the books you can't get a hold of anymore. They're not in print. I think one of them was something Fairy Miracles. I think that one might be out of print. Don't quote me on that. But there is some what you can't get hold of anymore. There is some that are available on Etsy. And then if you've got a Facebook, head over to the Klara Markova colouring fan page, and there will, if you ask the question on there, where can I get a hold of the books, there is somebody on there who sells them for Klara. They are known to Klara, they're a friend of Klara, and they sell the books for her, and they are over on that Facebook page, and her name's Tony, Tonnnie. Yeah, so that's as far as I know. That's all I know. But I did get my books off that Tony off Facebook. It was the cheapest option for me for the shipping to the UK, because it wasn't as much as the Etsy sellers. The Etsy can be extortionate, can't it? Because as well as the shipping fees being ridiculous, you've then got the added tax that it adds on there. So you might think, oh, go on, I'll pay the extra shipping, and then you get to the end and it's like added another £10 to £15 tax on, and you're like, ugh. And I've just coloured that the edge of this thing I didn't want to colour. Chatting away, let's erase that. I always do it. I did that with the skin on this girl's arm. I was colouring the dress and I went over her arm. I was like, no, that's skin. And she nearly had green skin for a second, which I have done on a previous page. and it wouldn't erase, and I actually had to give a green skin. Now this I'm not going to enjoy because this is going right into the spine of the boot, so if I have to turn this boot round to do some dodgy colouring, I'm going to have to. See, I don't like it. Don't like when this happens, so I'll just have to turn the boot round that way, because I find if I could try and spread it open, I find that colouring this way, I mean, we're going to get some dodgy lines on this now, but hopefully when I go in with the shading it won't be so bad. But yeah, I find if you go this way and just let the pencil knock off the edge of the boot, you know how it bounces back off the boot. I don't know if I'm explaining that correctly, but I find this the easiest way anyway to do. Don't worry about if you go over this a little tiny bit, because that grey will cover it up, or it will erase. So get to the end of the bush, just about. Let's just bring some more colour up there. I've been watching that unfold on the news as well in the UK. I've never heard of this tree before, but I don't get about. I'm not one to go and explore woodlands and outdoor spaces, but in the UK there's a landmark tree that's just been felled by a teenager. It's called Sycamore Gap tree, I think they called it, and it's a lovely tree. It does look lovely. I've never heard of it or seen it before, like I say, but apparently it is a very well-known landmark over here. I'll pop the picture there. You might have heard it on the news wherever you are. But yeah, a teenager's come and just cut it down. So how old did they say that tree was? I'm sure they said it was over 300 years old or something like that. And now it's just, they're saying that the stump that's left looks healthy. Everything about it looks healthy. So they're saying they're hoping that it will regrow, but it will never grow to the same, you know, as it was. It's a shame. I'm thinking about painting it on a Pantone card, actually. I know I don't know much about the tree, but it is very much a big thing in the news at the moment. So I think I might paint it on a Pantone card, or attempt to. So I'm going to go in with a bit of shading now. Bit of shading. I wasn't sure as well to give her a natural look in hair colour, or go for something a bit more bright and vibrant. What do we think? I'm going to allow you to drop me a comment down below if you think I should go for a natural sort of blonde or brunette, or whether I should go for, I don't know, ginger. Oh, ginger might look nice on this page. Maybe a ginger hair. What do we think? Comment down below. Should we go brunette, blonde, ginger, or a sort of purple? So because we've got the purple berries here, we could sort of put her a paler, like more pastel purple. I'm just thinking of something what will stand out from all the colours we've used around here. I think these were supposed to be berries, but I thought I want them to be a jar of sweets, so I just turned it into all multicoloured sweets down there. And then I realised that my mind must work differently to other people's, because I only realised they should be berries when I seen someone else's finished page of this, and I thought, oh yeah, well maybe they are supposed to be berries. And then on their page these were done as blueberries, and I thought, oh yeah, they're supposed to be blueberries, and I've done them brown. Because when I saw this one here, it looked like a conker. It looked like, you know when you tie conkers to a string and have a conker match? Yeah, I thought it was a conker. So then, yeah, and then I saw this with the leaves off it, and I was like, yeah, it probably is supposed to be a blueberry coaster. I don't know how my brain works, but to me, I thought that was a, oops, my camera. I thought that was a conker. I've even coloured it with the lighter colour at the bottom. Oh well, it's better that we're all colouring different, isn't it? Who cares? So bring it in a bit closer, I don't know. Oh, I hate that glare, you know when you get that glare on your page. There's nothing worse, is there? Look, it's doing it again. So just put the camera back where it was. Sorry for faffing. I'm a serial faffer. Just know this. Know this by now. But yeah, so I think my next Pantone painting, might be that Sycamore Gap tree where it's in the news. It might get me some TikTok following. I'm trying to get a following over on TikTok because I don't post my colouring pages on TikTok. My TikTok's primarily for the artwork, to try and get a following for the artwork. So, but obviously with TikTok, if you do want to gain a following on there, you have to use the TikTok trending audio and music, the TikTok trending this and that, and oh, it is hard work. It is hard work, but I don't know. I think colouring brickwork and things like this is quite mindless for me. Do you find that? So I just sort of put one base down and then just add the darker colour around the edges of whatever I've done. I think there's an emergency vehicle going past. You know you get them on my videos, don't you? Didn't see what it was that time. Sounded like police though to me. They tend to go past a bit quicker, the police. The ambulances are a bit slower going round the roundabout. And the fire engines, they have the most outrageous, what do you call it, siren. It sounds completely different. It's more like a high-pitched, faster, horrible, deafening, deafening siren. There we go. So that's all you can see. It's similar to this now. Apart from I've not done them stones yet, but I'll do them after. These socks are cute hanging over here drying, aren't they? It's like they've done a little wash day and they're hanging them there to dry. Cute. I think the bats, I'm just going to do them grey tones, and then a bit of this purpling colour in the wings, maybe around the outsides or the centre. Something like that. And then that'll bring a bit of the purple into it. Maybe. And maybe the rug. I'm unsure about what colour to do this rug as well. Yeah, I don't know. I'm torn. I was looking at doing a red rug, and then I thought, I'm not sure I want to have the red and green on this page, but I really don't know. Maybe I'll colour a few more elements and then see what I think. Might leave it till last. I'll do all the fireplace first. We'll do this stonework. We'll do the pot. I don't know what they're cooking on that stove. Some sort of stew or porridge, because it's in this ladle as well. Is that what you call it, a ladle? I'm instantly compelled to call it a big spoon. I think it's called a ladle or something. A big spoon. We have that slang word over here in the UK where you call people a spoon. You know, if you think they're being a bit silly or a bit stupid, you go, oh, you spoon. We have some funny words for calling people, we do. You spoon or you tool. Tool's another one. I don't know. Right, this is going to be fussy around here. I'm going to do this side first because it's easiest, and then we'll try and get right down there, but it's awkward. Awkward. I can't wait to get out of this spine. It's the bit I've been dreading. I thought quite like colouring this, but getting in the corners is just my idea of not fun. It's hard to get that nice soft blend when you're being shoved into a corner, isn't it? You can't, just makes everything tricky. Tricky. Just reminded me of one of my son's reading books that then. They have this reading book series at school and it's called Tricky Witch. Tricky Witch. Tricky Witch this, Tricky Witch that. And it's when they're learning the phonics, you know, the sound of the letters. And they have what's called tricky letters. I forgot which ones they actually are now. They have a certain way of teaching phonics and letters, and they have ghost letters, they call them. We used to call them silent letters, but they call them ghost letters because they have this Tricky Witch series. So they have the tricky letters, which is Tricky Witch, and then they have actual ghosts in the book, which are the ghost letters, which are the silent letters. It's all very confusing. Right, I'm going to turn beat round while I try and get in that flipping corner. Ugh. Right. Do that best I can and just... whatever happens, happens. I'm going to get the darkness right in the corner so you can see. That's as far as I can go. I can't get in any more than that. So I'm going to get that all the way down. Oh my, why is this just a pain? Can people just, like, who put the books together, just, like, watch something like this back and realise how hard it is to colour? Because, seriously, I cannot. I'm not a fan. Not a fan. But you end up with really messy corners, don't you? Just... I will make it look a bit better in a minute when I try and blend it out, but that's awful. Let's get this bottom bit. Right, let's attempt to blend it all out nicely now. I'm not able to get much of a gradient down here now. I'm going to make it darker at the bottom here, I think. Let's deepen it all up down there. But yeah, because it's that shoved into the corner, you can't... I'm going to have to turn you upside down in a minute. Petite. Yeah, it's not got the best blend on it down here. It's just, it is what it is. You just can't get in there to make it nice. Let's just blend that darkness out. Just gonna have to have it a bit darker down this side as if it's all shadowed, because the blend on it is shocking. Sort this bit out. Right, now I'm going to go back into the other colour we had, Nugget, and I'm just going to use this. I need to sharpen it. Oh, postman, that's just posted something through my door. I hope it's an interesting letter today. I'm going to use this colour to go into those little stones or pebbles in the middle. That dust away. Just add a bit of colour to those. Where we're missing? Down here. In this terrible, terrible corner that I hate. There we go. And then we have got this bottom bit of the fireplace. So we've got all this. So with this nugget, I'm going to put a light base over all of this and those little rocks as well. Little rocks there. And we'll colour this all the same colour, possibly a bit lighter where the fire will be shining. Just gone outside the lines, loving life. Let's get rid of that, it's going to annoy me. There we go. I'm trying to get out of trick-or-treating this year as well. I'm trying to get out of it. I don't think... I slightly suggested the idea to one of my daughters and she was mortified. She was like, no! I want to go trick-or-treating. I'm going to go on my own then. That was what she said. And I was like, well, you can't go on your own. So I don't know if I'm going to get out of it or not. So, but we can decorate the house this year and stay in and answer the door to everybody and have a treat night, movie night. We'll watch some movies and have some treats. They're not going for it. I'm not selling it to them. I love Hocus Pocus, the movie though. And but the kids have only watched Hocus Pocus 2. And my daughter had it on twice yesterday, the second movie, twice. And I said, can we put the first one on? I said, the first one's Mummy's favourite. And at first she said no, she wasn't having any of it. And then she agreed. And we put it on. And then she was asking, can we watch it again tomorrow? And I said, oh, do you like this one now? Then I said, which one's your favourite? And she said, the first one. And I said, yes. I said, that's Mummy's favourite one. Because it's the best one, guys. It is the best one. Number one, you can't beat number one. I think number one is actually, for little kids, it is a bit more jump scary, I think, than the second one. The second one's more fun, I think. Because in the first movie, the part where the witches take the little girl, and then that Sarah hides under the blanket, and then she pulls the blanket back and she goes, boo, or something underneath. My daughter jumped a little bit at that. And then a little bit when Billy Butcherson came up from the grave. It's Butcherson, isn't it, his last name? Or is it Billy Butcherson? It's Butcherson. Why am I second guessing that? Am I wrong? I don't know. I've only watched it about 200 times and I'm questioning his last name. Right, anyway, I'm going round darker there and then I'm going to leave this for yellows because this is a fire flame here. I'm going to have yellows shining there, but the darkness, talk properly, Kirsty. The darkness I'm going to have right around the edges. Oh my gosh, sort yourself out. I don't know. Those stones I'm going to leave for the lighter brown. I'm just going to go in with a darker colour of it in a minute. But I'm just getting through all the bottom bits here. Bit darker. I took my eldest shopping with me the other day, and they've got, oh gosh, they've got all the toffee apples in. Toffee apples, chocolate apples, little marshmallows, sprinkles on top. And she said, oh, can we get some of them at Halloween? I said, I'll get one for you. Yeah, I said, I'm not going to bother getting the others one though. I said, because they just bite the chocolate off and throw the apple. It's pointless. I said, the others prefer just to have some sweets, you know. They're not really bothered about the apples. So they prefer just to have some sweets or chocolate or popcorn. Said, so I said, you can get one, but I'm not going to get one because, yeah, they don't really like them. I was looking at an American shop. I think it was a TikTok shop, but they have Facebook and everything as well, on a website, selling all the American sweets. I just fancy trying some. Them Jolly Ranchers look nice. I don't know if they're nice or not. They look like, actually, because there was ones what said there was hard, and then there was ones that said chewy on them. Now the chewy ones looked like some sweets that we have, but they obviously have a different name. They're called Starburst. No, they're called Fruitella. They used to be called Starburst. They're called Fruitella. Yeah, so the Jolly Rancher chewies look like Fruitellas, which the kids love. I'm wondering what they taste like. If they taste any different. But that Dr. Pepper, what was it? Dr. Pepper Cotton Candy. How good did that look? That looked yummy. I have no idea. Might be nasty. Let me know if you're in America and have tried that. But yeah, the same store that does all the American sweets, they also do like Asian sweets as well. Japanese sweets. What else did they have? I'm trying to think. When you just look at something though and you think, I wonder what that tastes like. So you can see how long a page like this takes. I mean, I've been sat here for half an hour now and I've not really done that much. I'd say the work I've done on this page has probably been like 4 hours so far. Literally, I've just took my time with it. But also I've been putting all the white gel pen detailing in. So say one night I sat there and coloured that chair, and then I put all the white gel pen detailing in, and then I went off to watch some TV because I didn't want to smudge any gel pen by colouring anything else around it, so I just left that. And then that's what I've sort of done. Is coloured one thing, then gone away, then come back to it. I find you won't get as fed up doing it like that, or I don't. Because to try and tackle something like this all in one night would just be my idea of hell, if I'm honest. There's double page spreads in here. Now I know one of my YouTube subscribers is doing a double page spread of one of these. I can't wait to see it when she's done it. What's that on the page? I can't wait to see it when she's done it, because I think it'll look absolutely brilliant. But I haven't got the patience to do a double. I've barely got the patience to do a single page in here, never mind a double. But they always look so good when they're done. And I'm like, oh, maybe I should just bite that bullet, pull a double page out, and then start it, and then I have to finish it. I don't know whether it was in this book or the Furry Celebrations book where I showed the double page spread. I can't remember. Was it this one? It would be around here as well, because these are the Halloween pages tend to be in the back of the books in Klara's books. It might be the Furry Celebrations, because these are Christmas pages now. They're gorgeous to do, like gingerbread man. This is the one where I thought that was a boob. I legit thought that was a boob, and it's not. It's his hand. See, his hand is going round the back of this and holding it. That's his paw. But it legit looked like a swinging boob. I'm not gonna lie. That's what I thought. Oh, no, that's a Christmas page. Christmas double page. Yeah, so it must be in the Furry Celebrations then. The page I saw. Unless it's this way. No. It's not this way either. No. No. Right, let's get the bottom of this page. Kirsty, stop slacking. I keep saying I'll hop on and do a live stream, because I prefer like people talking back to me on me, about me being able to talk to people, because it can get a a bit boring when you just sat on your own. You just, well, you're talking to yourself initially, aren't you? Like, I'm doing this video, I'm literally talking to myself. Right, let's get a bit of darkness in between those little leaves. And then I'm going to do, have I had the wrong pencil there? No, I've had the right one. Or have I? What's this one? Nugget. I'm gonna use this on these stones this time. Make them a bit darker. Blow away that pencil dust. So any new releases you've got your eye on lately? I haven't seen anything, I'll be honest. I know there'll be quite a few Christmas type books and Halloween type books coming out soon, won't there? More people will be able to get their hands on the Camilla Delacroix Beauties and Beasties when that comes out. We're in the month now, release date month for you US peeps, I believe. Then I might do another page from that book then. Then more people might be able to join in with it because you'll have your hands on the book. I love the look of the matchstick mouse. It looks adorable. I just don't like the paper. And I know people say, oh well, you can just, you know, either take the pages out, scan them in on your own paper, but I prefer a book. I don't like ripping things up and scanning things in, if I'm honest. I do prefer a book where I can get it. I think Colour with Claire, yeah, I didn't watch all the way through, but I spotted a little video from her last night. A book by someone with who uses alcohol markers. So they brought out a colouring book with paper that's, you know, geared towards using alcohol markers, so it absorbs more of the alcohol marker. Quite thick paper, but I wasn't sure about some of the illustrations. Some of them I liked. The larger close-up portraits I liked, but some of the more smaller figures and things I wasn't really into, so I was trying to weigh up the pros and cons of whether I wanted to get it or not, and I think not on this one. But it was it's nice for, you know, an artist to have in mind what mediums people will be wanting to use in colouring books, rather than just thinking, oh well, I'll just let Amazon print it on the cheapest paper, because, you know, that's not good in my eyes. I just don't like that Amazon paper. It's not nice. But yeah. Right, I'm going to try and put a little bit of a glow around here now, so I am going to bring in some of this yellow around here. So obviously the brighter yellows will be closer to the fire, and then as we get further away it'll be less so. So I think this is, just in case you're interested, light cadmium yellow, and then when we get right to the very end of the fireplace I'm going to go in with a cream, so you can see it's the brightness of the glow from the fire gets less the further away we get. And it's going to be the same when I eventually do inside here. We're going to have a glow around here as well, so it'll be the boldest, brightest colour here next to the flames, so you've got to see where the flames are. It will be brighter here, and then the creams will be sort of around here, I think, when we do that bit. But I do like putting down what colour I'm going to have the object first, and then leaving a bit of tooth in the paper for the yellow over the top. That's just the way I like to work. Some people do it differently, but that's just me. Right, now we're going to go into the cream colours and just burnish the bottom section with the cream. So this is a really subtle glow now at the bottom of the page. Oh, don't do that, Kirsty, don't do that. Try and blend a bit more. Blend a bit of this yellow out. A bit nicer. And there we are. I think we'll make a start on this stonework now. So I'm going to get some greys. What sort of greys? I'm thinking cool greys rather than warm greys. Let me have a look what's in my messed up pencil case. Look away now if you keep your pencils in order. I still don't. Don't shout at me, Debbie, if you're watching. She hates it. She hates it. That's the cold grey. So I want one a slightly bit darker now. I think that one. We'll go for that and that. So that's our base colour, and then our shadows we can put in with that. I've just knocked my sharpener over and all the sharpenings have come out. That's just fantastic. I'm so clumsy. I have actually got about 50 pencils out on my desk right now though. I have not laid them away. Every colour pencil I've used on this page is at the side of me on the desk, and let me tell you, it's a lot. Might not look like it, but it is. So I'm using Cold Grey 232 for this. I'm thinking I might do a golden ladle, like a golden spoon. Maybe. Remember as well, I'm going to have some of that glow on the inside of these bricks, so these ones are gonna, don't go in too dark on them if you are following along with any of this. It's not been a colour along, but if you decide, oh well, I quite like that brickwork, I might follow along with those colours, then yeah, that's just what I'm doing, so that you know. I prefer to just get rid of the white space, so that's all I initially do, is just pick out a light colour and then get rid of it. Get rid of the white space. Now on this side it's going to be this part of the brick that gets the glow, and then this bit's going to be the darker on the outside, because that's away from the fire. Let's pull you up. Oh, do you know, I don't think my daughter's primary school is doing a Halloween disco this year. They've been a bit hit and miss with it, like some years they've done one and then some years they've not, but they never give a reason why they don't, when they don't. They had, I'm sure they had one last year, and then this year I don't think they are doing one because they've not had any. Normally they sell tickets for it. It's only a few pound. It's just to pay for the sweets and the DJ that they get to go into school. So normally they're selling tickets for it, but they've not done, so I'm assuming they're not having one this year, which is a shame. The kids they always ask about it. They always say, when's the Halloween disco? And I'm like, they've not said there is one this year, darling. They're like, don't think they're doing one. So yeah, it's a shame. So this colour is Cold Grey 234. Gonna start off right in the edges with this one. Like I say, I'm going to do darker around the edges, lighter in the middle, but I'm going to start on the darker areas because around here we'll have a glow. Just pop a really light layer around there. And that's what I'm going to do, really dark at the edge. And getting lighter as we go towards the middle. I like doing brickwork. What is it about brickwork? I don't see much of it in the books I like to colour in though. Much stuff like that. I think there's loads of it in the My Little Town books, but again, the paper in those books I don't like. I like the illustrations, but I don't like the paper, so I stay away from them. It's so quiet. Shh. Who remembers that song? Who was it by Bjork? Bjork. Did that song get released in your country wherever you are, or are you just thinking I'm a mad woman now? Probably that I'm a mad woman. It's fine. I'm in my own colouring zone now. This happens when I run out of things to talk to myself about. I just sit in my own silence. But you can see how I'm working this, how I'm working it anyway, can't you? And then when we get down here, obviously the darkest colours are going to be down here, all the way down there. I'm going to spin the book a little bit just so I can get, I say a little bit all the way around, so I can get my colouring angle on there with my left-handedness. Oh, I have 5 children and only one of them takes after me at being left-handed. My youngest daughter is left-handed like mummy. All the rest are right-handed like daddy. There we go. Oh, I need to put a poll up as well. I'm going to put a poll up to ask for votes on the colour along we'll be doing next. So I have picked out some Halloween pages, but I'm going to do a vote on which one we do as a colour along. So watch out on my community tab for that, because I will post the poll up on my community tab, and then you can just all vote on which page you want me to do the colour along in. So I think one option was a bat from Fragile World. One option was a page from the Draw I Love the You Korean colouring book. What was the other option? It can't be this one because I've already started it. What else? What other pages did I say I might do? Oh, I think there was another Kirby page, like a skull was there. Did I do a skull? I think it was. Right, switch it back around this way, and then we can get I'm going to go really quite dark down here. So this, I'm using a hard pressure down here now. I'm going to have this really dark. It's like in a corner, isn't it? This fireplace here now. So don't be scared about going in with full block colours on areas. You don't always have to have everything shaded perfectly. If something's going to be very dark in the shadows, then make it so. like me. We can bring our shading into these bricks in a second. You might have noticed as well, I've not burnished this bit here yet. I wasn't sure whether I want to burnish it or not because I quite like the textured look for a fireplace. I think not everything has to be burnished. If you want some texture, leave some texture. You know, don't feel like everything has to be so polished. Because I think there's a fear of that, isn't there? Like everything has to look so perfect and polished. But no, I quite like textures in things. It's the same when I'm painting, when I'm doing my paintings. I love a bit of texture. Right, this is the edge of the page. I do the finger trick where if you put your finger on the edge, your pencil sort of bumps into your finger rather than ripping the paper at the edge. I bet you all do that, don't you? So following from this darkness here, but then we're going to get lighter and lighter towards the fire because we're going to have that brightness from the fire when we decide to put it in. So just pulling a really light layer down. Don't think the weather knows what it wants to do today. It's raining and it's sunny at the same time. Shall I see if I can find a rainbow? It'd be nice to film a nice rainbow for you. I'll have a look in a second. You can see a rainbow, take you along for the ride. You can have a look at the rainbow. There was a double rainbow only a couple of weeks ago at the side of the house. Massive double rainbow. Gorgeous. I think I posted it on my Instagram stories at the time. So the sun disappeared. No rainbows to show you, but there's the sky. Isn't it fantastic? Look at that black cloud ready to get us. That'll wait till the school run, till pick up time, and absolutely lash it down. You watch. We've got lots of trees in the back garden through all the houses at the back. It's lovely greenery at the back of our house and a big black cloud. There we go, no rainbows. But back to colouring now. I was hoping I would be able to find a rainbow, and literally I got up off a chair, walked to the window, and it just disappeared. The sun had gone. It is actually raining again now. It is actually raining again. Oh, such miserable weather. I do like looking out my back garden though at all those trees. Like all the houses at the back of us, they all have massive trees in the gardens. It's quite nice to look at. Whereas the front garden is the main road, so it's very different at the front to the back. Yeah, the front is the main road, so we've got all the lovely traffic and emergency vehicles going past the front. It's a nice scenic back garden. The sun's just come out again. It's like going up and down. It's like the sun will come out, then it'll go away, then it'll come out, then it'll go away. Watch a rainbow come now. I'm not filming. If I miss a rainbow. I like rainbows. Can you tell? I have nearly done this though. When I've done these stones, I'm going to call it colour and chat, I think. And go and get some lunch. I was going to film tomorrow, but I'm at an appointment tomorrow with my daughter, so I had to film today. Who started Christmas shopping? We've not even had Halloween yet, but who started Christmas shopping? I have to start early. 5 kids, I have to start early. The only problem being I don't really have much space to hide things. My eldest daughter, who's 14, she'll be 15 in November. She obviously knows Santa ain't real, but she asked me the other day, she said, Mum, where'd you hide all the presents? I said, well, that'd be telling, wouldn't it? She's like, no, I'm not going to go and loot for them. I'm just wondering. I'm like, yeah, all right. You're not going to go looking for them. So I just spun her a lie. I said, well, I'll leave them all at Nana's house. She went, yeah, but then how'd you get to our house? I said, everything's a secret. I'm like, everything's a secret. But really, what she doesn't know is that I have one of them, is it called a gas lifted bed or something? You can literally lift up the mattress on the bed and there's all storage underneath. Well, she actually doesn't know about that. And that's where I put everything. That's where I put it all. But I just said, I'll leave it at Nana's house, so she don't go ratching in the house. It's like, yep, all gets left at Nana's house. Don't even try anything, girl. But my partner, he always tells me the story of when he was younger. And I think it was a PlayStation or some other games console. I'm not sure which one. His mum had bought him and his brother for Christmas one year. And they found it and they actually set it up and played with it and then put it all back in the packaging. I thought, how can you do that? How can you do that? Yeah, I did that when I was a kid. I was like, naughty you. Naughty. Naughty, naughty. Don't catch me doing that, honest. I'm going to use... Is this the same colour? Because I used light cadmium yellow for that glow. I'm thinking... I don't know. I thought it was a bit of a wrong colour choice of yellow. I don't know. How different is the light chrome yellow to the light cadmium yellow, do we think? I think it's a bit duller, this chrome. I think I'm going to go for this chrome one this time. Because it's up here, it's not going to be as bright because the flame's down here. Up here it won't be as... Do you think? Oh well, I'm going to add some of this colour around this brickwork. So, again, brighter around the flames, which will be right on the edges of these ones here. I'd say these 2 bricks, and then as we get further up we are getting lighter, so maybe lessen off and then go into a cream colour, which will get the cream for around the top, and just to burnish down here as well, get it all blended in nicely. Use the cream up here. And then same around here. So I'd say cream on this one down here, because this is further away from the flames. And then as we get to this one here, maybe add a bit of that more yellow tone here now. And then definitely here at the side of the flame. This is all I'm thinking the whole time, is how far away from the flame is an object. Because the closer it is, the brighter it's going to be, the further away, the less so. And that's all I think when I look at it. And then maybe the edge of this one will be bright, and then it starts going into cream and fading off up there. So now we'll get our cream colours. I'm going to blend the edges of these yellow colours into the brickwork with the cream. The cream's a nice blending colour. And then I'm going to use the cream up here. Our colour's really lessening and lessening. Hope you can see this on camera. I'm going to stop it there, add a little touch of that there. That's going to be it. I think I am going to use a white. Check it's not dirty. It has got a bit of... Check your whites before you use them. This one's got a bit of blue on the end where I've been using it on something. So I'm going to scrub it off first on some scrap piece of paper. Make sure that it's clean. And then I am just going to actually burnish inside this brickwork with the white, just to keep it quite bright. But I do want to burnish that. You can burnish with a white, or you can burnish with an ivory, or a really light shade of grey, or your favourite blending pencil. It doesn't matter, I'm just making sure that that colour's all worked in everywhere. And that's the fireplace. All I've got left to do really on that, that's better, is the inside. Now the inside, I'm going to do the same colour as this outer bit, because that's the inside of that. I'm going to do it a lighter colour, and then with some of the yellows in for the glow as well. Now the only other thing I've not shown you what I did is on these little pebbles here around the outsides, I've put a little bit of white gel pen just to highlight some of the pebbles, and I've not done it yet down here, so I'm going to do that. Yeah. Oh, let's bring you down. Bring you down. Yeah, but all I do is just pick out a little highlight or something with the white gel pen, like that, just to make it stand out a bit more. That's literally it. Don't have to do it on everyone if you don't want, just pick random pebbles. But yeah, I'll pop a little highlight down here on those ones. And that's pretty much it for that colouring chat, I think. Gonna leave it there. Let's pull you back up now so you can see the whole of the page, hopefully. So that, I want it to go up all the way. Oh, there we go. It's a bit better, so you can see the whole of the page now. So it is just a case of, why is this moving so much? Case of starting it off and just going in on little by little. But yeah, I'm going to continue some of this in my own time tonight. Comment down below what colour I should do her hair. Brunette, blonde, ginger, like a pastel purple, or pastel turquoise. No, not turquoise, it'll be the same colour as the dress. But yeah, let me know what colour you think I should do her hair, because I'm not sure. I'm thinking maybe ginger, but let me know. There we go. Thank you so much for watching. Please do hit that big thumbs up. Comment down below, subscribe if you're new, and I will see you in the next one. Bye everyone.